Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit of everything. We're going to be cleaning, decorating, decluttering, and organizing. So you're sure to get a ton of motivation from this video. We're going to start off with a hutch that I just got off of Facebook Marketplace for super cheap. We're going to be deep cleaning it and decorating it. I will eventually be redoing it, but for right now, we're just going to be decorating it. And then we're going to move in to my son's room and we're going to declutter and reorganize his toys as well, because that definitely needed to be done. But before we get started, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I would love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave. But let's get on into the video. Alright, so this is the hutch. When I got it off of Facebook Marketplace, I totally thought that it was black. It even kind of looks black on camera. When you get closer, it's definitely a dark green, which doesn't fit our house at all. So I'm definitely going to have to paint it or do something to it. And it's not real wood, so I think I can only paint it. I'm kind of nervous about it. If any of you guys have ever painted something that is, I'm not really sure what this is, that's not wood, let me know down in the comments what you use. I'm thinking just like chalk paint probably, but let me know. But let me back up to show you the whole thing. See, it still looks black here. I wish it was black, because then I don't mind it so much when it's black. But this storage organizer right here is what's going to go in Braden's room, and then I'm going to center this in between the couch and the floor transition right here. But yeah, I'm going to first clean it off. Let me show you up close of it. It was super dirty when we got it last night, and those marks didn't come off at all last night. So I'm going to try a Scrub Daddy to see if that will get it off. But if not, I'm going to paint it anyways. I would just prefer for it to look a little bit nicer while it's like this. Let's start cleaning it now. So the first thing that I'm going to do is move this cube storage shelf out of the way so I can get the hutch centered between the couch and the floor transition, just to make sure that I like it in this space. It is a big piece for our space, but I feel like it kind of breaks up the rooms. Since our kitchen and living room are kind of just one continuous space, it kind of breaks up the two rooms for me a little bit. Let me know down in the comments what you think. So I did want to mention that whenever you buy something used off of Facebook Marketplace or from a yard sale, if it's coming into your house, you do want to make sure that you clean it very well first, because you don't want to bring any critters or anything into your house that's not wanted. So I did clean this off pretty well before we brought it into our house last night, but you can tell that there are some marks on there. I think the previous owners had a dog, and it's just a bunch of stains on there. It was pretty filthy when we first got it. I had to pull out all of the drawers completely, and I got about 2 Walmart bags full of paperwork, and just there was a ton of dog hair and dust. So I did get a ton off of here the night before to make sure that it was clean enough to bring into our house. But to clean it right now and get all of those marks off of the front of the cabinets, I am just using the Jaws kitchen cleaner and a Score Daddy, which is a Scrub Daddy product, and it worked very well because I knew that that sponge was not going to scratch the surface. Even though this isn't actual wood, I'm not sure what kind of material it is, but I'm not sure if I could even scratch it if I wanted to. But I did just want to let you know that I did clean it very well before I brought it into the house. So like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I do plan on redoing this piece to make it more our style. I was thinking white or also black, but I don't like the wood accents on it. So let me know down in the comments what you think I should do. My gut is telling me white, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to cover up that green with white paint. So if you've ever redone a piece of furniture like this, please let me know down in the comments how you did it, what kind of products that you use. I'm thinking chalk paint. I did post this on a Facebook group that I'm in, and they all suggested chalk paint and that I wouldn't really have to prep the surface much. But let me know down in the comments if you have any experience in this kind of stuff, what you suggest. here I'm just using the spray away glass cleaner to clean off the glass door as well as the 3 glass shelves on the inside. And as you can tell, this shelf right here, the cabinet with the door on it, is very, very dark inside, which is why I was leaning more towards a white color. I really feel like it just needs to be brightened up. I do love this piece right here. I really think it's what this space really needed. It was kind of bare before, and I really think that once I get it painted in more of my style, I'll love it even more. So here's a close-up, and as you can tell, most of those marks that were on there before came completely off, which I was so happy about. And this is all of the decor that I pulled from around my house to try to decorate this cabinet with. I did get rid of that little gray cabinet that was in my living room by my bar area, and also the cube storage unit is gone, which has some decor on it as well. So I'm just using all of that in here. I've never decorated a piece like this before, so it's definitely trial and error for me, but I love how it ended up turning out.
The sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. But if the sky would open up, you're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love the rain, but LA changed.
So like I said, it was a lot of trial and error, moving stuff around a lot just to get it exactly how I wanted. And even now, I'm still not completely sure about it. So let me know down in the comments what you think. This is what it ended up looking like. And like I said, I am super happy with it, but I would love to know your opinion about it.
Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know I bet you're.
So now we're going to move in to Braden's room, and this is an area of my home that I've been putting off for so long. I feel like I always have to go through toys and declutter them because this system is just not working for us. So that organizer that you just saw with all the bins, this organizer right here is going completely away. I actually sold it on Facebook Marketplace already. It just wasn't working for me. I feel like it worked for a very long time, but having all of the toys open and visible and then all of the bins being different colors, it was just too busy for me. So I went through all of the toys. I have 2 baskets right there. The silver one has stuff that I'm getting rid of and donating, and the other basket is stuff that we're keeping. So I'm going to go through all of these toys, take this out, and then bring that cube storage organizer in here and organize all of his toys in there. We're also going to be emptying out his closet completely because as you saw, that is trashed also.
You're so damn cold. It never rains in California.
So as I go through these toys, I'm getting rid of any of the toys that I haven't seen the boys play with recently, and also all of the junk toys like the McDonald's Happy Meal toys or the Chick-fil-A little puppet things. Anything that is missing a piece, broken, or that they haven't played with recently is getting donated or trashed. I am so over the clutter from all the toys, and this is just the toys in Braden's room. I do plan on doing a declutter of Dalton's toys as well, but they play with a lot of these toys together. So that's why they're in here, and I like to have them out and open for them to be able to play with, but I also don't like the mess that comes with it, and that bin organizer was very hard to keep organized. The boys weren't sure which pieces went where. So with this new system that we have set up, they know exactly where everything belongs, and they're able to put it back by themselves, and it's been so much easier, and we have cut down on the mess that was Braden's room a lot.
the ground. I'm outside, gonna stay.
So as you saw, once I took that bin organizer out, I did wipe down the baseboards and the floor as well as vacuum before I brought this cube storage organizer in. And yes, these bins are full of toys as well. And I'm so happy to have this out of the living room so I cannot shove toys in it again just to get it out of my sight. But after we're done doing this, we're going to move on to the closet and pull everything out of there. And then we will start reorganizing everything back into this cube storage unit. You guys, this closet is so bad. There's blankets everywhere. My boy loves him some blankets, but we're not going to be keeping them all in this closet anymore. But I'm throwing all of the blankets out in the hallway just to get it out of the way right now. There's also a ton of balloons left over from Braden's birthday party, which was almost 2 months ago now, that I've been throwing in there just to keep away from the boys because they love playing with balloons, but they drive me nuts with them. So I'll just throw them in this closet and then I'll slide the little lock up top so they can't get in there. But I'm going to get it all cleaned out today and reorganized. That blue basket that I pulled out of there is full of little dinosaurs that Braden doesn't play with anymore. So we are going to be donating all of those dinosaurs and that basket as well, because if I keep the basket, I will shove something else in it, and I want to avoid that as much as possible. So I'm going to get this closet completely cleared out, and then we will start reorganizing everything, and you'll be able to see what it all looks like at the end. So I am going to be using this 3-drawer plastic container. I'm going to be putting it beside the cube storage unit just for some extra space and organization. I'm going to be putting all of the cars and trucks in there. That is what the boys play with the most, so I want to make sure it's easily accessible but also organized at the same time so they know where everything goes. And also that one bin that I have pulled out right there is going to hold all of the Paw Patrol, which is the other thing that is the most played with. And we have so much Paw Patrol stuff, and it's all going to go in here. So when I tell them to clean up, they know where the trucks go and they know where the Paw Patrols go, just to make it so much easier. And they are at the age now where they can start picking up after themselves. And I feel like it would make it a lot easier if they know where everything belongs.
My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after all of these years. You still look at me with the same love. It's just
So let me know down in the comments if you also hate all of the little action figures and little parts that come with all of the toys. I'm totally guilty of finding a piece of a toy on the floor and then throwing it away because I'm sick of picking it up for the millionth time.
we have come all this way, love, so I don't see us stopping now. My life's an adventure, 'cause you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. Now my life's an adventure, and you're the reason why. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after all of these years. You still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out.
And now I'm just going to put away the few toys that were left out that actually belong in these bins that are under Braden's bed. Down here I keep some blocks and his train sets and some play food, just because they make the biggest mess and I don't want the boys to pull them out all of the time. I want to make sure they clean up one mess before they pull out another one. But now I'm going to organize some of Braden's books onto this shelf right here. I've been wanting a place to display some of his books so it's easier for him to get to. Before, they were in his nightstand drawer and it was so heavy that they could barely pull it out themselves. So now they have access to some of them, and then I can switch them out seasonally, or when they get sick of these books, I can put them away and bring out new books. And then in the other cube storage spot, I'm going to put some of their puzzles. So this basket right here is the only thing that I'm putting back into the closet that I pulled out. And I'm just going to put some of his Ryan blankets in there. The rest of his blankets I put into storage. And then we're going to vacuum the room really quick. Alright guys, so this is how it ended up turning out, and I love it so much better than what it looked like before. There is still a lot of toys in this corner, but it's way more pleasing to the eye and you can't see everything, and the boys can't make such a big mess. And the closet is also pretty clean. There's not things falling out of it when you open it. But that's going to do it for today's video, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this one and it gave you a ton of motivation. If it did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I would love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button before you click out and joining my little YouTube fam. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.